Hey, good morning, guys. It's 6 a.m. in California right at this point in time. I got home at 4 a.m. from work and didn't feel like going to bed. It's payday today, so I'm just waiting around for my paycheck. In the meantime, I decided to do a video on some things that's been happening to our country that it's pretty sickening, and it's been happening in the last week or so. First, I want to talk about the TPP passing. That's the thing that Obama was trying to ram down the government's throat, where the North American, European, and Asian unions would all merge together. 90% of Americans voted against it, and Congress was only allowed to read each page one at a time. And they had to do so in like a secret room or something, I guess. And when it all came down to it, after it passed, the media kind of talked about it as if it was a victory for Obama and his legacy. It's an embarrassment. It's ridiculous. In the 240 years of this country's existence, this is the biggest blow to our sovereignty ever as a nation. Um, you know, Congress has no control over the borders and trade and finance and currency. All controlled by the banking system now. And I mean, they can make laws without any of us knowing, just like they do in the European Union. Um, we're heading every day closer and closer to a one world government, and I mean that's what they're trying to do. But I mean, it's just heading. It's heading for toward that direction real fast. I mean, Thomas Jefferson warned us. He said if the private central banks are ever allowed to issue the currency, our grandchildren will wake up one day homeless on the continent our forebears conquered. You know. Another thing that was passed was Obama's internet gag order against guns and talking about guns on the internet, and basically taking freedom of speech away from us and talking about certain things on the internet. All of this was blanketed by the Confederate flag issue. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, people associating the Confederate flag with racism, let me tell you something. That's only 1, maybe 2% of the whole issue. That's only 1 to 2% of the people that represent that flag. Okay, the real Confederate flag flyers are not racist. Okay, they're proud of their Southern heritage. Why don't you ask a Southerner what they think of the American, or not the American, the Confederate flag? Why don't you ask them about the history of their ancestors dying in the Civil War for that flag and what it stood for and what it still stands for? I mean, for them to, cease all sales of the American flag or the Confederate flag and any merchandise that has the Confederate flag on it is ridiculous. I mean, they're going to stop selling Dukes of Hazzard toys? Really? I grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzard. I turned out fine. I'm not a racist. Go figure. I think the real problem is the people that associate racism with everything. It's kind of stupid. But while everybody was talking about the rebel flag and, you know, Bruce Jenner's fucking sex change and, you know, all the stupid stuff that they put in the news to blanket what, you know, what's going on in Washington. They blanket that, cover it up, don't let us see what's going on actually in Washington. And you know what? It's going to come out eventually. But they try to hide it with a bunch of shit like this Confederate flag issue. You know, I think that we have some real bad days coming. So, I mean, it's just my opinion. There's going to be a lot of people that, you know, dislike this video and, you know, whatever. But, hey, that's fine. You know, I'm just hoping not to lose any subscribers over this video. I just feel like it's something that, you know, needs to be said. You know, that this TPP thing that got passed is bad news. This internet gag order is bad news. You know, and banning an America or banning the Confederate flag because a bunch of people say it's racist because one little asshole in South Carolina decided to shoot up a church is ridiculous. But that's what they do. They use that as leverage. They use that as for political gain. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, we got like 7 minutes going on this video right now. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on in the country. And, you know, hopefully someday what's on this cup will mean exactly what it did to our forefathers. Once again, someday. Right now, to the people in the country, it does mean something. Okay? To the government, they don't care. Anyway, good morning. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I don't have any problem with comments. You know how I am, man. I like to talk. So hit me where it hurts, I guess. I can take it. Anyway, we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.